Good morning, Virgo. How are you? So we are going to do your... You're right, Virgo. How are you? Yeah, we're going to do your May reading, May reading, but we are going to do the Steve Punk deck first, see if there's any advice from Spirit, and then we're actually going to look into the tarot for you and see what you've got coming up generally for... You could be dealing with a Scorpio, you could be dealing with an Aries, you could be called Jen, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jasmina. Someone could be mean, very mean. I have to be keen, or keep them, or it could be called Keely, Kaylee, Keen. You could be listening to Heart Shaped Box from Keen, the band Keen, or like I don't want to show myself being too keen. Like it's kind of like that, like chasing someone. It's a bit like chasing, like you chase me, I chase you. I don't want to be too keen, but I just kind of like want to make sure that I'm kind of keeping you, not disappointing you, but also wanting you at the same time. The feeling, it's like not showing too much interest, but showing enough interest. Do you know what I mean? To like keep a connection going. I think that you've definitely got one. Okay, a fish, maybe. So you could have caught a fish. Could be a Piscean for a lot of you. Okay, but I'm picking up like I need to not like. I mean, I suppose you could say like treat you mean to keep you keen. I don't think it's literally like being really mean to a person and treating them like shit. I think it's just like I don't want to show too much interest, but I just want to kind of keep you there, just without showing you too much affection, but just enough. So Justin, Julian, Jason, Jackie, Jasmine. Okay, but like this energy of like not wanting to just flaunt yourself at somebody and throw yourself on their lap and say, oh my god, I'm so in love with you. Right, just kind of like a little bit like reserved, a little bit like a Libra, like nah, maybe not, kind of just sort of like, well, we need to find a balance between this connection, and the only way that we're going to do that is if you're showing me interest and I'm showing you I'm really keeping up a big energy of like Gemini or Capricorn, which would be a 6. Okay, so you know, if it's a Gemini, it would be Capricorn, because we read in 6s and 9s for Virgo, right? So like it's kind of like this, trying to find this balance of like a Libra would do, of like, okay, how much do I give you? How much do I not give you? Could be dealing with the Pisces. If I say not, you say Pisces swinging on a tree, right? But like, kind of this, I want to give you attention and I want to give you love, but I just don't want to show myself up being that keen that I'm just going to flaunt myself up at the connection. So it's a little bit of this kind of, what would I say? Like reserved energy, like I'm reserving my energy, okay? So I don't want to fully open myself up, because if I do, I might get drained. And I just kind of like need to step back a little bit, but also keep someone interested long enough to build up a common interest of a rapport, like getting to know someone. So a paw print, that could be a cat. So that might be a Leo or / Aquarian involved, or you could have all of these placements in your chart somewhere, okay? And it's kind of like, I don't want to like just pounce on someone, okay? And I don't want to just jump your bones. I just want to kind of like stay put, like a Capricorn energy, okay? Like Knight of Pentacles. And I just want to kind of like slowly approach the idea of getting to know one another on a deeper level, but without showing all of my, like playing all of my cards at once and like just going, there's all my cards, there you go, this is me. Right, I just want to reserve myself a little bit, okay? That's the feeling that I'm getting from you. I can't really pick up any like predictions of like, oh my god, this is going to happen. It's more of a feeling for you, Virgo, through those messages, okay? Like treading lightly, treading ground. So you might be dealing with a Sagittarius, Taurus. That would be dipping your toe in and like, It could be an orange bowl or a pudding bowl, which would be like, what do you call it? Porridge. So like you got 3 bowls, and you dip your toe in that one and think, oh god, that's really cold. That one's kind of warm. That one's tempting. So you could have options for a lot of you. You could have options. And you're like, well, that's a little bit tempting. That's warm. It's like warmer. God, that's too hot. You're too sexy. So like, I don't know. You could be dealing with a sun energy in here. Well, here, but like 3 bowls, the 3 bears, okay, and I have 3 people maybe, okay. You really could be dealing with like Piscean in your chart, okay, and getting mixed up with these 3s. So like this one's cold, that one's gone off, gone rotten, gone to Amsterdam, gone AWOL, that's gone. Scott, Okay, so some of you really do have options, I feel. And you're like, that's gone. That's out. I'm done with that one. That's finished. That went cold. It's gone off. It's fucking, needs throwing out. So basically, you've probably thrown someone out and thought, that idea's trash. That's no idea. That's Ashley. Okay, so like, that's fucking no idea. That's Elijah. Like, no, don't want that one. Okay, swipe left on that one. That one's gone. Some of you have possibly just ended a scenario with somebody here. Okay, and then you have these other two options that you're kind of looking at and thinking, well, that one's kind of like interesting, intriguing. It's kind of, treat them mean, keep them keen, just kind of like maybe, while I kind of dabble with this one and play with this one and think, wow, this is a really good opportunity. They're really hot. They'll do me, but it's a little bit too hot. I need to let it cool down a little. Really could be doing like a Libra. Where are these messages going? I don't know. Do some of you have, like, you're single? Right, you're single, you're ready to mingle, you've just ended a scenario completely and utterly and that's over, and then you're just kind of like tempted of like, well, I've kind of got someone on the line that I know I could ring up, okay, and like it could be a fish, but I know someone that I could, and then it's kind of like, well, it's tempting, nah, and then kind of like, well, that kind of feeling, right? Okay. So let's see what the steampunk advice gives Virgo. Steampunk deck for Virgo. What happens here with Virgo? Any advice for Virgo? So, stop trying to change people. That shit never works, Virgo. Keep trying to change people. You could really be dealing with like a Scorpio energy, okay? And you've been trying for ages to just try to get this person to change, but they never have. They've always done the same thing, okay? And you're like, well, I can't change you. There's no fucking doubt. I have tried and I have tried and I have tried, and I've just like, it's kind of like your mother thought that what was it that I put in the Eminem rap? Your mum thought that a quarterback was a refund. Your mother thought that a quarterback was a refund. Really? I want a refund. But like this, I've tried and I've tried and I've tried to score. Some of you are trying to give up on drugs or someone, and I've tried to score, but I've realised they haven't got any. And I keep ringing up saying, hello, is that you, Belinda? Have you got any drugs? And you're like, no, we haven't got any. Something like that. And I keep trying and I keep trying, but no one's got any money. No one's got any, like, it's just run out, gone. AWOL, run out on someone. Okay, I've run out of product, I've run out of ideas, I'm just like clueless. Or George Clooney, or Clue. Cloonan? McCloonan. McGinn, Muck. Something like MC. Could even be like MC, like MCing, rapping. Okay. Any of you follow my Angel Radio? Did you like the last one? I liked it. Messages to all the haters, I'm going after your mama. I thought it was funny as shit, man. I find things like that funny. If not, listen to Angel Radio. It's free as a music producer. Okay, you can listen to all that below. It's an Eminem one. Okay, don't worry about where I got the lyrics from. I paid for them. Okay, I can do them myself. You've got to be music minded. But there's a place called Uberduck. It's text to speak. You can pick out a rapper or anybody you like, and you can text and type what you like, and then you get a load of material. But you got to pay for it quite handsomely. So yeah, something like that. So you might be into like rapping and you've run out of material and you're kind of like, man, y'all need some new material. It might be Madonna, okay, but it could be like you're looking for product or something. You're like, we ain't got no more material. We fuck it. We're trying to sell a t-shirt range and we've got no material. Okay, or like some comic and you're like, bruv, you're not funny. You need new material. This is so monotonous. It's so boring. I need some new material, right? I'm really going to have to come up with some fucking marvellous idea to come out with something that's new, because keep doing the same thing all the time just seems so monotonously boring that I've really got to come out with another idea, okay? So it might be something like that, you could be doing anything esoteric and you're like, well, if everybody's doing tarot, then I really need to start doing something different, okay? Could be like that, okay? It's like me, God's honest truth. I am sick to death of doing star signs on here, okay? So don't worry about it. I'll tell you towards the end if you are interested. But like, I want to do something different. Okay, same tarot stuff, but I'll tell you towards the end. Anyway, Virgo. Any messages for Virgo? Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. gather your tired ass up and handle it. Okay, so everyone has their turn. So it's kind of like letting someone have their turn. Like if you want to speak, you have your turn and then I'll have my turn. But being quiet for a little bit and saying, look, stop talking, please shut up and just let me have my turn first. And then I can say my piece and then you can say your piece. Okay, so it really might be where you're arguing with someone and they don't give you time to speak, or you don't give them time to speak, and you're like, look, if you would just let me have my turn and let me speak. But for some of you, I've got that feeling where you're like, yeah, but you take so long getting to the end where I kind of know exactly what you're going to say anyway. You know, I know exactly what's going to come out your mouth. And then you take so long to get to that bit where I'm standing here thinking, man, I know exactly what the outcome is. But you take so long to get there. So something like that. Okay, so everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. This is your turn, Virgo. This is your time. Okay, gather your tired ass up and handle your own shit. Okay, basically. Let's see. Any more advice for Virgo? Any more advice for Virgo? Okay, seriously, just do it. Again, someone could really be just like hesitating and you're like, for fuck's sake, will you please just get a move on? You know, can you just do it? Stop keep saying I'm going to do it and do it. You know, stop keep promising you will and then you don't, and then you do, and then you don't. Just do it. So if you're threatening to leave someone, leave them. Don't say you're going to. Do it. If you're going to say like me, you're going to start a diet, do it. Okay? Don't hesitate. You could really be dealing with someone like myself. Any of you guys out there like Virgo or like a Gemini moon, and your kind of mind's like, oh, I really want to, but shall I do? Let's see. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Gotta be a Scorpio. 2, Libra. Some of you really could be dealing with this like, well, I keep waiting for this person. I keep waiting for them to make up their mind. I've got to stop, keep trying to force them to make up their mind. I need to just be patient and let this person make up their own mind. Okay. Could be like a Libra Scorpio person. It could be where you've tried that many times to persuade this person to do something that you kind of like, look, you know, I'm fed up being Elvis Presley with blue suede shoes. You know, getting you to walk or run from me or to me to try and get your interest. So, you know, I've tried that. Okay, so what do we try next? You know, I've tried getting your interest. That doesn't work. I realised it doesn't by doing what I do, again. So I need to come to terms that keep trying too hard is not what this person wants. Okay, they just basically want you to relax. Okay. Because that's like, I keep forcing you to do something that you may not be comfortable doing. Okay. Which is to make a decision on like, no, I want it now. Right. Everybody has their turn. Welcome to your gathering. Everyone has yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. 10 of Pentacles. Could be about money, family, and job. Something that is job related, or the name Rob or Robin or Robert. And you've been basically procrastinating that much on like, well, I keep thinking this will be a good idea, but shall I do it? Yes. You don't never have to ask a tarot reader or me if you have an idea that is financial, if it would work. Because you need to try it. If it doesn't and you continue to do it for a long time and it fails, okay, stop. Okay, stop. Because you're trying too hard. You might be trying to do something that doesn't suit you. Okay, that's anybody or anything. It really doesn't matter. But if there's too much pressure to keep trying to change a person, you soon come to that fucking notion that this really doesn't work. Keep trying to get you to be me. Okay, I am not you. You have your individual life. So do I. Okay, now we either go our separate ways and we separate and then we split our assets half and half, or we share the responsibility like adults and discuss it like adults and say, okay, half of this is yours, half of this is mine. That's your half of the house, this is my half of the house. Some of you could be dividing assets of a divorce and a settlement of that kind of thing here, saying, look, this is going to be your half, that's going to be my half. That could be the energy of what I was channeling of like, right, this is done, it's over. Okay, because it is now, we need to make sure that we know what's going to happen to this house, to the family, to the children and the money that's involved with the assets that we built up over time. Okay, so everyone had their turn. So please gather your ass up and handle your own business. Okay, mind your own business as well. if someone's saying, look, what money do you earn? What money have you got? What do you do? What do you... Bruv, stop asking me how many peanuts in my shit I had when I went to the toilet this morning. I don't know. If you want to have a look, go and check. Right? Seriously, just do it. Capricorn. There could be a cardinal energy here, okay? That is like, should I? Well, yeah, but no, but yeah, but, well, no, yes, kind of, maybe, but, well, they might not be listening to their intuition. I don't know. It's more of the energy of like, it's on my terms, right? It's on my terms. I decide when I come, when I go, when you come and when you don't, when you visit and when you don't, okay? And then you might be like, seriously, why can you not just do it now? And they say, because I'm not ready. Yeah, that's why. Because if a Capricorn, to me, is a Knight of Pentacles, that can be a delayed energy, right? Also, definitely if of like Piscean energy, that would also mean a lot of delay. So basically, it's a lot in one's mind. Okay, so it would be in their chart. They have a lot of oppositions within themselves that would mean one step at a time. Nothing real quick, nothing real serious, nothing real fast. I just want to take my time. You know, I'm not really taking this seriously at this time. Okay, so but Spirit's advice through the steampunk deck is like, for fuck's sake, please just get a move on and do it. Okay, that would be Spirit trying to tell this person. But if their ego is that much attached to their chart, they won't listen to their intuition. For so many times, people say, you know, you're supposed to listen to your intuition. That's like if you have a feeling that's metaphysical, right? And a metaphysical feeling is saying, right, you got the feelings are attached, there they are. If they're more of piss off, okay, and their feelings are more of pissed off, you separate. Okay, if your feelings are there like, oh my God, I'm equivotably shaking at the knees at this person, I really want to be with them. Okay, if they're on the same page, you're supposed to really just go with the feeling, go with the flow. Okay, because you have like a dark and light energy, it can be someone that's trying to resist, but persist to want to, but not really sure. Okay, not really sure. The sense that makes none. Okay, let's see. So the nun has more than likely got Virgo and a life path 9 and Capricorn in her chart. Anyway, let's see. 2 of Wands, Leo or Aquarian. Okay, so it could be you in your chart. Stop trying to change people. That shit never really works. Okay, so again, it's persisting to have strength to remain at a stance of, I don't know yet. Okay, I really don't know. I haven't made up my mind. Someone really could be trying their best not to. This is still a very, very, very strong connection, okay? But I do feel that someone has like a very strong work ethic, okay? What's the 10 of Pentacles? Hierophant, you're more than likely married or looking at a divorce. It's up to you here. There's a very strong commitment between people. But never forget, a tarot card reading can also show you soul group people, meaning that it might not even, like, it, you know, you can like get a mother or a brother or a sister that would be involved in your life, and it's those people that are in relationships, and you wonder why. Well, why does tarot never really show me mine? Because every tarot card reading that is ever known to man are all based off soul group people that are in your life. Everybody, okay? So, you know, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, and paradox numbers, okay? So there is a couple here that are married. They are in a relationship, okay? It's a very strong one, and it is a very strong marriage. So I'm not really seeing any complications as such, apart from like if someone here is saying, no, I have had enough and I am done, and this is going to be a divorce and this is final, okay? If it is, then you need to stand by your word, okay, here. Okay, because it's saying, seriously, stop procrastinating and just do it. If you're going to, you know, do it. If you're going to say, because it can be where someone's saying, look, no, I am going to do it. I am doing this. We are doing it, right? So it can be spirit where they're saying, look, seriously, just do this. And they're saying, I'm going to. I am. Okay. So, you know, it doesn't mean that they're not. Okay. I really keep picking up like a Piscean energy here. So why is this seriously just do it? Why is it about this Capricorn? Why is there advice, this Capricorn, of seriously just do it? What is it for? Libra. okay, about work, money, taxes, okay, paying your tax, okay. Everybody's pretty much got that, right? If you're self-employed like me and other people, but yeah, there's tax here, okay. Taxi service as well. So that'll be Steve and his mum, Jan, that I used to work for, okay, is a Capricorn, she's a Libra, okay. There's the 2 energy, so that is a taxi company that drives children to and from schooling, okay. So there's a married couple here. So what is that? I need to know, because you've got a lot of major arcana cards here, because this is a serious energy of marriage and full-time, long-term commitment, because this is a married couple. And if you're involved in it, then what you are involved in is someone that's married. Okay, so this is a married couple. It's looking at either divorce or getting married. Okay, it's leading to that. If you guys have, you know, someone in your family or you have a really strong connection with someone that's going well, it's really leading to like a full-time, long-term commitment of what everybody should really want, right? Justice. So it is. You more than likely have children. You could really have children with an ex for a lot of you. You've got kids with an ex and you've all moved on your own separate ways. You just got this energy of where you may have to contact the ex now and again for the kids that you have together here, for a lot of you. There's a lot of concern about the children, but like I said, this is where if you've got a brother or a sister, this is you and them inside this scenario itself. If you've got friends, which you more than likely have, that's those in this situation, okay? So someone here has a very strong work ethic. They do it for the love of their children, okay? If you've got a situation going on here where someone actually really like is married, and you're connected to someone that is married, that's the scenario that seems to be unfolding as such here, okay? And it's kind of like 2, to me, can also be, as one door closes, another opportunity arises, okay? It's a bit like a 10 in a way, because it's a decision, okay? I've decided to leave, okay? Because I have, now that's left me free and open for this relationship, okay? To commit myself to this. Okay, so that can even just be work. I am now free from the past of work, and I'm now open to be able to build up a business and start over and give my full divided attention to what matters most to me, no one else. Okay, but this is sex. This is sexting, texting. Okay, very passionate and loving for this partner who you're with, connected to here. Okay. Very dedicated towards making this relationship work, which is very good, okay? See, the thing is with intuition, spirit can say to a person, spirit can. If a person isn't listening to their intuition, okay, and they know they should be doing something, it's best to never really tell that person as a human, because they have to realise that they're ready themselves. You can't push people to listen to you, okay, when it comes to human nature. A person has to realise that, seriously, you know, I really do need to start, like, you know, taking some action, because this is action. I need to start taking action upon manifesting. Manifesting is fuck all if you do not have action. I've said it for ages. Jackson, Butchie, you're up in here. Right. So if you don't have action to go towards what you want, you just manifest more belief energy. You stay in the metaphysical connection of warmth, of wanting the warm connection and sexting and texting, and you want that, but fear of connection can lead to where inner connection is where you start to go through this, and I do it myself, procrastination, okay? People that can procrastinate and like fear of abandonment and self-sabotaged energy, it can lead a lot to that through metaphysics. Metaphysics are the unknown factors and the unknown soldier of Jim Morrison, right? So we never know what's really going to happen around war and fights and stuff like that. We never really know what's going to happen in the future. We just have to work through these energies of sabotaging things before they happen. That's manifesting, in a way. It's like when it really comes closer to the time of action, I realise that now I have to put all of my words and all of my thoughts and all of my dreams into action. that's where fear between the thoughts of reality, well, the quantum realms of reality to reality requires action. Okay, so those periods between a reaction and a counter reaction are the time of going through this energy to get forward towards it and looking forward towards it, like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Right? You can get impatient, right? So during those times here is where you do your karmic walk from your north to your south node to your down to your Downton Abbey, or Abbey or Abigail or Abbott, right? But that's where you do the contemplation between descending and rising. Okay, so that is karmic. That's a karmic walk there, that where you go across this energy to find out what happens on the other end of your karma. Okay, so during this time is where fear can start to set in, and you go through codependent, fear of abandonment, rejection, not knowing that you are, okay, arguments that may lead between that time, okay, of frustration, okay, patience. You would learn a lot about frustration, patience is a virtue, trust, okay, trust in spirit, trust in guidance, trust in yourself, trusting the person, building up rapport, getting to know them, knowing that when this happens is when we will find out that the fact that I've been led to either astray or into something that was actually fruitful. Okay, so all of these times are where you go through all those lessons. Okay, all of those lessons. Okay, because that would be self-sabotaging between that connection, because that means that you don't have trust in the spirit and you don't have trust in the person, and that period is what manifesting means. I want this, we need this, spirit, Cupid's arrow, put it together. The between those energies are connection of energy that goes between you both. Okay, when there are blocks between energy, it stops. Okay, like a cardinal sign. Stop, look, think, listen. Is it a green light? Is it amber? Or is it red? Should I stop? Should I hesitate to? Should I go? What should I do? Well, Spirit's going to put that block between 1 and 7 to make you contemplate. Okay, so that is where you learn through those times of manifesting. Okay, you go towards what you want when it comes to that time of metaphysical time. Okay, in a general look at it, right, without kind of going too deep into it. But I am going to start doing a load of things at some point and make a new tier, if people are interested, of going through no one else's experience, my own experience of what I believe of manifesting thoughts, reading tarot, learning to channel why, how, what cards mean, what they mean to me. Cardinal, it won't be astrology based, it'll be numerology, it'll be loads of other stuff, right? Building channels, if that's what you're doing, how, what, when, okay, what to look for in channels, how to read algorithms, how to do all that kind of stuff, finding interest, how long it will take, loads of different things, okay. General advice, Q&A, speaking to people live, hopefully. That's a plan that I would like to do in the future. But anyway, so let's see, Virgo. So what has Virgo got coming up for May? What has Virgo got coming up for May, please? So you got slightly worrying Virgo, low path 9 energy, a little bit of stress, okay? Can't stop thinking about the person, can't worry. This way you could be dreaming. I had a very fucked up dream last night. I did. I don't never remember my dreams, but I remember the whole thing from detail. It's like a very long one as well. Okay, I was running, like not on an elliptical trainer, but I was, I don't want to tell you the whole scenario, but I was like running, looking for, let's see, I know what it meant. I can put the clues together, but it's fear. It's fear. It's when you go through large cycles of fear, it shows you your own abandonment issues, dreams, I feel, okay? Because it makes you vulnerable. It makes you vulnerable to understand what your dreams were talking about, what you've mainly really been thinking about subconsciously, been locked inside of your subconscious. Okay, when you dream about things that can be of running and fearful energy and dark kind of like fights and stuff, and it makes you analyze a situation of what is truly really there of fear. Okay, that's what makes you have nightmares or dreams even. Because what dream is ever really a really nice, pleasant, you know, dream? Doesn't always happen. Okay, so let's see. And this one I took notice of because I remembered it this time from scratch. Okay, I was lost inside of a city that I couldn't find my way out, and I couldn't find my way home, and I was being chased by travellers because I punched one in a pub that did something a little bit and yeah, anyway, never mind. Virgo. So 10, man, you're really going through this ending for a lot of you. It's kind of this, like this end but beginning type sort of, where do I start? Where do I literally start now? Okay, some of you really have more than likely ended something, okay, like a big cycle in your life, and you're like, where do I start now? I have to start right from scratch, right over from scratch, okay, from day one, or I concentrate more on my day ones. That's day one. Let's see, the people that matter the most, that have supported me the most through this time. The ghost. Let's see. Virgo. Please don't be anymore. Jesus Christ, Virgo. What is going on here? Not a lot. There's really not a lot happening, to be honest with you. Lot, Laura, Lucy, Louise. I don't know. Anybody beginning with L? Or Elijah, Lee, Lisa, Liz, Taylor, Tyler, tarot card readers. You know, you've been trying and trying, and you may realise that your channel is just not growing. You know, like I said, man, just because you're esoteric and spiritual, it's not always meant for everybody. There's so many goddamn tarot readers out there. It's not meant for everybody. Okay? And trust me when I tell you, tarot card reading can get very monotonous, especially over the 4 years that you're supposed to do it for free to build it up. You know, you can start to lose faith in it. You can give up. You know, it's because you're trying too hard. It's because you have to have other jobs as well as that. Okay, so your priority over 4 years to 5 years is making sure that you do at least 5 or 6 a week, at least for a start. Okay. Let's see. Virgo. 8 of Swords in reverse, man. Y'all seem to be going around in circles of nowhere. It's like the nowhere man by fucking Paul McCartney and John Lennon. But like the nowhere man. They are nowhere to be seen. This is somebody that could well have ghosted someone. And they are nowhere to be found, and they are nowhere to be seen. And I am the nowhere man. I'm just getting nowhere, man. There is a lot of swords here. There's possible restraining orders that someone could have put out on somebody. This could be someone where their mind is just took over. Okay, took over reality. Like you've spent too long in cuckoo land, and then reality kicked in, and you had a reality check. And you're like, oh, now that's a reality check. I realised that they or I are no longer here. Okay? Or it could have been an illness of something, and it's like, man, I had a fucking lucky escape. My life now seems to have meaning. You know? Or I need to find purpose on the suit of... there could be a lawsuit, okay? But on a pursuit of happiness, okay? Like, you know... I have to start taking my own self into consideration than others. So you got Aries, Scorpio here, heading towards leadership here, truthful energy, pulling the line, okay, towing the line, okay, or someone that's lying, a liar, Leo. Oh dear, Virgo. 7 of Cups. See, a lot of you have spent a long time up in metaphysics with no action. No action. Metaphysics. Staying up there in cuckoo land for that long can be fucking dangerous. That's your subconscious being out there. That's why all tarot card readers also need to take a break. Okay, because it can be very exhausting. Okay, especially when you channel and stuff like that, right? You absorb a lot of energy. You have to deal with it. okay, normally by rest. But like, this is where a lot of you have spent fucking ages going around billions of tarot card readings for so long trying to find out also answers, that every door is just led down the same path, that you keep trying to find out an answer that you may have already knew a long time ago already. This is where you need to snap the fuck out of it and wake up and realise, fuck, where have I been all of this time? Like, you know, I need to snap out of this. Okay. Snap, there goes Abity, whoops, there goes Rabbity. Okay, I need to snap out of this illusion. Okay. Virgo. What a very difficult set of cards to deal with here, Virgo. Virgo. I would love, by Pisces here, I would love to give you guys like a really good reading, and I'm hoping it's not that depressing for you, because I haven't clarified them as such yet. But there does feel like this devastation, or Devi, or Evie, but like this devastation of this, just like I've suddenly come to terms with something. Like I've had to come to terms with a lot, and I've been dealing with shitloads at the moment. And I've had to come to terms with realising that I really don't have much option apart from really just like sitting in this mushroom cloud of metaphysics, hoping and dreaming that one day my dreams may come true. But for some of you, it's requiring action. That's why, like, more action, more work. I don't mean more work on yourself. You're always doing that. You're always working on yourself. It's when you come to the realisation, you know, it's when you stop doing something. Okay. But like, you know, it can be an energy of giving up the ghost, which means I keep trying and trying, which was your steampunk deck. Keep trying to change my circumstance with not much action, with not many ideas, with not much energy, okay? Because you do have two supporting cards here, which is Aries, Scorpio, Pisces. Well, Pisces. One more card, please, for Virgo for the month of May. Pisces. So you are coming out of this energy here. There is a light at the end of the tunnel here, but there's just a very oppressive kind of feeling of a start towards it. Okay. It's kind of like astrology is probably playing havoc with you at this time. It could be the new moon energy. Okay, I think it's Scorpio. Is it Scorpio moon? I'm not really sure. Even I've been looking it up because I've felt a little bit like, oh, right. It's kind of like a waking up energy, snapping out of reality. Whoops, there goes Rabbity. Okay, you could have a lot of haters around you. Or something that's just really weighing you down and getting on your nerves. Like, it's just getting on my nerves. Could be a lot of, what do you call it? It could be addiction here. Seven of Cups. Could be a lot of, like, under the influence. Under the influence is always classed as a metaphysical connection as well, where it can get very... But it's kind of like this under the influence of, like, alcohol or drugs, or trying to support someone that needs to support themselves, which they really could be doing, because it's like abstinent energy. But, you know, it might be because you're trying too hard to remain clean. Depends on how long that is. I talked a lot about that extensively in the last reading I did. Okay, where I said like rehabilitation centre is where you're vulnerable. You're vulnerable inside of a, well, outside of a relationship and also in it, but rehabilitation centre is when you're vulnerable, and then when you come out into society is where you're even more vulnerable because you're then led to attack. Okay, so panic attacks, anxiety, fear. Okay, so that's why I was saying like Subutex is a very good energy of. Because you're dealing with an opioid blocker that can block that whilst you live in society. So whilst feeling good in society and like yourself and normal, you don't have too much of an addiction because it gives you enough, okay? And it's a blocker, so you can't relapse, okay? It helps you build up trust in society. helps you make new friend groups, new peer groups, new adventures, new things in life, whilst you can build up your strength. Okay, if you leave all of that up to expectation when you come out, that's why people can go back in, because they realise, oh fuck, I didn't realise I've just walked past this person I used to score from, so on and so forth, right? I don't want to go into it too much because that's a whole fucking me counselling people around drugs and alcohol. Okay, but anyway, yeah, 16 years abstinent. So if you want the rest of your reading, sorry to babble, I just can't really pick up many signs too much really at the moment. Virgo, if you would like to support me as a channel, things really are changing now, so please give me a second. So this reading goes to both tiers. The first tier is like $3 or $4, I think. You get 2 monthlies within that, okay, obviously, because each one is before each month, so you get 2 inside of a month. And then on the full access bundle is where you're going to get a weekly after this, but it will only be over on the full access bundle. Each month, okay, once I've finished the monthlies, all weeklies now for a little while, star sign specific, are going to be only over on the full access bundle. On YouTube, you will get a random reading now and again in order to show you a story to see if it really fits, because I'm noticing a lot of people enjoying them a lot more, okay? So I decided to do that for a while, okay? So it's going to be a random kind of reading. If you want star sign specific and also support me in order to be able to do that, when you join Patron, you'll get so much more, because you will get the hidden truth, in the shadows, messages of closure, all clarified as different readings. So you get this as a weekly, that as a weekly, also clarified, that one clarified, that one clarified, and we go for a whole reading, each star sign specifically designed for everybody, okay? But on YouTube it's going to change a little bit slightly, okay? So if you would like this reading, there's both tiers available, okay? So you can read all about it below, check out the video as well. If you want personal readings, email below. Please make sure you also check out Angel Radio. You may like it is on this one, but it's also on the other channel, okay, which is specifically for music. The last one was around Eminem, okay, and Yo Mama. I think it's funny. Anyway, thanks very much. I really appreciate it, guys, and I will see you soon.